Welcome to Big Braids and Crypto. I'm your host, Mr. Big Braids, coming to you live from a reservation somewhere. Do an update on LCX. So, the 786 held from the last video that we did. So, it's looking pretty good. Got that double bottom in, and it did, get a good push up. It looks like it's finding some support on the 618. So, this scenario could be a possibility to be playing out at this point. But, we just got to keep an eye on it, especially with BTC looking still kind of dippy at this point. But, this was the price target that was, possible, but this is not financial advice. You always got to remember these are my views and opinions on the market only, and they should only be viewed as such. And you always got to do what's right for you. But this was the price target that, if anything, if there was, some action going on, this was, 30 cents was some pretty decent price action to get this back on play, especially after all this consolidation. At this point, it seem the 786 line did hold pretty good, and then it's up above the 618. So as far as this being bullish, but it is at least making some moves. So if this does hold, we could start getting some action like this, and then possibly to the upside. So if it does start making some moves, some decent action to get through would probably be if we let's take a look here. So right now it looks like it's getting stuck at 24.2. Some points to watch for would be right here at between like 24.99, 0.2499. If it can break through to that, if it can get through that, and then get ready for its next leg up, for some action like this, this scenario playing out here. Once it gets to about this point, that's when this one we could kind of keep an eye on it. So if it does get through the 786 line at 0.26, it's going to either get some consolidation and get ready for this next leg up. So 0.26 would be the number to watch for the next leg up. And then after that point, once we get through that 0.26 then we'd probably hit about 0.27 for some pullback, probably come back down and test it 786, and then once it gets back over this leg, then you'd probably start seeing some pretty good moves up to at least 32 cents, which be if this coin does get bullish, and that's just some possibilities. But if BTC does decide to pull back again, and even though this is the chart's looking pretty good, there's it's always going to, once BTC either dumps or whatnot, whatever this coin decides to do, and if it's paired up really good with BTC, that's what's going to, that's the moves it's going to make. So, you just got to keep an eye on BTC. We stress that all the time. BTC is looking, a little bit dippy still. So for those of you in LCX, always keep an eye on that, because a lot of people didn't think this was going to happen, coming back to 54,000, but here we are at 54,000, and a lot of times with this scenario here, I've seen BTC go both ways. So it was either like a true breakout or it was a true, sell-off scenario. And 52,000 is still out there. We're not out of the woods yet, folks. So keep an eye on BTC, and we always got to keep an eye on it and see what it's doing. And as far as LCX goes, it's looking like it's at least trying to get some gas going. The volume's at least up a little bit. The average is at 18, so it's got some possibilities going. I just got to keep an eye on it. So keep an eye on those points. If it does, just happen to, if it does get rejected up here, it's going to definitely have some pullback. And then, possibly back to 22, and then for some consolidation, and then hopefully this line holds at that point. Other than that, it's gonna you know head back down to around 21 cents, and then probably one of these, hopefully. But this LCX is one to watch, because it just hasn't been here long enough to get something, unless you guys got some, but this is what's pulling up as far as the grid lines on this is the view that I got, the best view on LCX. So uh, but it's just keep an eye on those points right there. So but those scenarios are both at play, especially with BTC, looking kind of dippy. So everybody might be getting excited and is getting bullish, and there's a pullback. So if that happens, be sure to check BTC and find out what's going on with BTC. But if it does just get rejected, and it gets a pullback for some consolidation sideways. So 2239 is the number to look for here, as far as if it does get rejected. But and then on the upside, if we can get through this 2606, then we're going to start getting ready for that next leg up. So good luck to everybody that's in this, and always remember, this is not financial advice, and these are my views and opinions on the market only, and they should only be viewed as such. And you always got to do what's right for you. This is Mr. Big Braids signing out.